Hello students, and welcome to the Metro Park, New Jersey office. My name is Brian Merrigan and I'm the office managing partner. I'm standing on the 4th floor of the office and about to give you guys a virtual tour. I'm in the reception area. Behind me is the reception desk, and to the left is the elevator bank. In normal times, we usually have one of our office administrators who sits at the desk. It's usually Merrick Dakota. Merrick's been with the firm for well over 10 years. Guy always has a smile on his face and is the perfect person to welcome you on your first day at Grant Thornton. So with that, let's take a tour around the office. So making our way through the office, directly to my left, you'll notice our first conference room, Jersey Shore. Our conference rooms are named after Jersey landmarks as well as locations. We open up, this is one of our nicer conference rooms, a lot of good sunlight here. Most of our conference rooms has all the bells and whistles that you would expect, video capability as well as audio and surround sound and speakers. But really, these conference rooms give us provides us an excellent opportunity to collaborate, not only internally with our other team members to review information on the screen, but oftentimes we'll host clients or prospects and we'll bring them into this conference room and we can give presentations. So making our way down, you'll notice that to the left of me against the windows is where our cubicles are situated. On the inside is where we'll have our partner and managing director offices, which we'll stop by. This area is where generally our independence group sits, and they're part of our national office, and they make sure that all the employees are free of any conflict checks for the clients they're working on. They also help audit teams as well as advisory and tax teams if we're performing other service lines that we're not impairing our independence for our audit clients. So they play a critical role at our firm. And actually the best thing about it, at least them being situated in the New Jersey office or having a lot of them here, is if you have any questions and you're an audit partner or a tax partner and you know that there's work that might potentially impair our independence, you can walk around the corner and get an answer to your question. Here's our first partner office. All the partner offices have clear windows, sliding clear doors. We're gonna make our way around here and you'll notice our first quiet room. The quiet rooms are generally used by our staff that are sitting out in the cubicles, and if they have to take a sensitive call or they have to do something that is otherwise sensitive and they just, they wanna just be quiet and have some privacy, they can come into one of these rooms. Here's another conference room, Cape May. And here is another quiet room, which has a walking treadmill on it. So the next area is our audit area, and this is where our audit professionals sit. We generally have the associates, the interns, audit seniors typically congregate around the cubicles in this area. Towards the back end is where our managers and the senior managers sit. Along the inside, again, is the partner and the managing director's office, and this happens to be kind of the audit partner row. Rich Dean, who is one of our not-for-profit audit partners. A couple things to point out here is Rich, obviously there's a lot of scribbling on the wall here, but which was done by his kids, which were left behind from a family day that we have every year. Family days are great opportunities for us to meet each other's families, food, drinks, games, really just a fantastic day that we have annually. Dennis Marone, who is one of our not-for-profit partners in charge. Here's Yossi Jainski's office, and here is where I sit. Again, scribbling on the wall as well. My kids happen to be a lot younger than Rich's kids. One thing I would point out is you'll notice that I do have a trophy in my office. It's a ping pong trophy, and I'll tell you a little more about that in a little, but I am very passionate not only about accounting and working with people, but I am very competitive and passionate about sports, and we do have a ping pong table, which we'll talk about. Brian Rocco sits here. Brian really came up with the firm with me. Really just a great guy. One thing I would say is when we started, the firm was probably about a quarter of the size it is now. So it's really interesting to see how far we came as a firm and as a company. So this is where Leslie Demkowski sits. She's one of our office executive administrators, but really she's the office manager. So she knows everyone in the office. She's been here for close to 20 years. Just a great resource to have. If you have any questions about, where to eat, any, availability of conference rooms, where to sit, you could talk to Merrick, but you can also talk to Leslie and she can help you out. The corner office is occupied by Mohammed Bayat, who is one of our leaders in the Northeast. He's an audit practice leader. He was also a former New Jersey office managing partner. So making our way to the next area of the office. In this area, we have really just a number of different service lines sit here, advisory, tax, audit. It's kind of a potpourri of all service lines that have access, as well as certain administrators as well. More partner offices along the inside, as well as quiet rooms and conference rooms. And again, this is another type of conference room that we have. Really, it's used a lot by our professionals for collaboration. The two screens allow you to review files. When my audit teams would be in here, I could come in here and review things real time. It's just a great opportunity for us to collaborate. So walking along to the next area, this is where our tax professionals sit. And you could see they have a lot more stuff around their office desks, and it's because they're generally in the office a lot more than the audit teams or the advisory teams, which are usually working at the client locations. A lot of the services that the tax are doing, they could do it back in the office. So they'll have a lot more of their personal items at their desks. So we have these high tables throughout the office. Again, the open office kind of environment really allows for a lot of collaboration and teamwork. So you'll notice that there are a lot of high tables throughout the office. So this is where our tax partners sit. We have some more high tables over to the left-hand side here. So here is the inside corridor of the office. Again, conference rooms on the left-hand side. This is the Prudential Center. Here is the Lincoln Tunnel, which happens to be our nicest conference room. It's almost like a small boardroom. We do a lot of video conferences here with other offices. And generally Merrick will be in this area. He'll receive the mail and go through it and hand deliver it to you or leave it at your desk or your office. So we have a small cafe area here, a couple vending machines to my right. We have a couple refrigerators on my left-hand side. You'll notice that here's one of our coffee machines, fresh coffee, Starbucks. We also have some fresh spring water on the left-hand side, as well as the ice maker and microwave. Making our way down this hall, we'll have, again, the elevator bank will be on our right-hand side, as well as another quote from former President Ronald Reagan. So in the university's rooms, we'll have trainings. We can move the tables. We hold events here. We have panel discussions here. We can network. Really a great use of space. We can actually cut the room in half and have a automated wall which will drop down and go along the inside. During kind of our normal times, we have our basketball hoop here. So when there's not events that are happening in the university room, the basketball hoop will be out, and great way for people just to kind of let loose and have a good time. Coming along the wall here, we'll make our way into the primary kitchen area. So you'll see we have games that are directly in front of us, foosball. We have the ping pong table. We have a golf putting mat straight ahead. This is just an excellent space. A lot of good lighting coming in with the large windows. When we have events here in the university room, we'll typically move a lot of these tables, ping pong tables, foosball tables. We'll move those along to the side and gives us a really great space for us to network with the people before the event starts. So a lot of the same appliances are here that were in the smaller kitchen area. Every Friday, Merrick will have the bagels here. They come here 9 a.m. sharp. So that's something you can expect to see every single Friday during normal work hours. We also have here our condiments for our soft served ice cream, which is very popular. That is always available to everyone every day during the week. My favorite is the cold brew, iced coffee, popcorn machine. Every day there'll be popcorn. We have a couple baskets here, which are typically filled with fruit, chips, other little things for us to snack on. And we have our TV here, which has cable and generally has, either news or some sort of sporting on it. But really, it's a good opportunity for us to kind of step away from our desk to refresh and also to interact with other employees throughout the office. All right, so just wrapping up the tour here, we'll have 2 final conference rooms along the left-hand side, Atlantic City as well as Casino Pier. And then we make our way back out to the reception area. And to the right is our elevator bay. Just a couple final remarks as we wrap up our tour. These times are quite uncertain. I hope and wish you and your families all the best. Hopefully you enjoyed the virtual tour and you got a little flavor of what it's like to be in the office during normal times. Looking forward to meeting each and every one of you when you begin. If not in person, you could certainly expect a video call from me. So again, thank you very much and looking forward to working with you.